All right, we've got a short Gugwe report too. This is another historical account, and it's from even further back, 1839. But this takes place right where Grant is sitting right now, in the lovely, forlorn, frozen swamps of northern Minnesota. And I'm sure he'll know right when I mention where these places are, where they are. Feel free to chime in. But in 1839, there was a gentleman named Robert Lincoln, an agent of the New York Western Lumber Company. And about January 14th, he had a report from his men having seen a huge monster in the forest on a branch of the Mississippi River. Now, he immediately set his native hunters the task of capturing it. By January 21st, they had located the general area where the creature was lurking, and Mr. Lincoln and many well-armed men set about pursuing it. And the reason that they knew it was around is because they were establishing a new area to set up a new lumber camp. They were basically not only going to log the area, they were going to make a lumber mill right on the spot. So he had tons of workmen and hunters and natives with him to take care of this. So when they started seeing the tracks, the natives said, hey, boss, there's a monster out here in the woods. He went, okay, well, let's go get rid of it then. We got some time. Let's deal with it. And so what he did is he sent a bunch of men out looking for this thing. And by January 21st, which of course is a week later, they had located the general area where the creature was lurking. Mr. Lincoln and many well-armed men set about pursuing it. When it was spotted, it let out a fearful shriek, which echoed through the forest, and it fled. The pursuit lasted over an hour and ended when it was chased out onto a prairie, whereupon it turned and charged the group. Mr. Lincoln, fearing for his men's safety, but having ordered them to try and take the creature alive, took it upon himself to ensure his men's safety and fired a load of buckshot into the creature's thigh at close range, knocking it down. At this point, the natives swarmed it, and after a fearsome struggle, they bound it with ropes, built a litter, and carried it back to camp. Now, the description of it when they got it back to camp is, and this is what appeared in the newspaper report, quote, he is a horrid-looking creature, about 8 foot 3 inches high, when standing erect, and his frame is of giant proportions in every part. His, whole body is covered by a hide very much like that of a cow. His arms are very large and long and ill proportioned. It does not appear from his manner that he ever walked on all fours. Fingers and toes on his hands and feet are all bunches, armed with stout claws. His head is covered with thick, coarse black hair, like the mane of a horse. The appearance of his countenance, if such it may be called, is very disgusting, nay, almost horrible. It is covered with a lighter, thinner coat than the rest of the body. There is the appearance of eyebrows or nose. The mouth is very large and wide, and similar to that of a baboon. His eyes are quite dull and heavy. Mr. Lincoln says he is beyond doubt carnivorous, as he universally rejected bread and vegetables when offered to him, and on the other hand, ate any flesh that was given to him with great avidity. So now from this description, it sounds to me like these crazy frontiersmen actually caught themselves a Gugwe. And as usual with reports that go back that far, you virtually never have a follow-up report on it or any way that you can track it down as to, was there some other report on this from some other part of the country later on, or, it would just take endless amounts of archive work to even find a lead on that. So at this point, that's where we're going to have to leave it until we got some more information on it.